Oh, okay. So we were at death's door, got back up, and now we're dead for real. Now he's actually dead. Okay. I think the game just wanted to watch us flail around and die again. Welcome, and thanks for joining me for Pathfinder Kingmaker. We're here at Oleg's, where we talk to Bakken about becoming our alchemist. He is interested, but we need to build a lab for him first. So we've got some work to do before he's ready to join us. What I'm gonna do now is head out to the map and maybe just do kind of a little bit of exploring. I know we have some locations that we weren't able to go to before we defeated the Stag Lord, so we might check those out. Like these little things, they're like resources. That one says loyalty +1. Loyalty +1. Is that what all these? Culture +1 at this. Okay, that must be the type of icon here, maybe. Culture, loyalty. We uncovered a couple, like, Waterlogged Lowland. We haven't been to either of these. Bald Hilltop, ford across the Skunk River we can get to now, it looks like. We've got some new things. So we've got some exploration to take care of. Since we're close, let's head over to this moist basin. Go ahead. Why didn't that work? Maybe because we haven't been there yet? I didn't read that closely enough. We stumble upon a resource area. To reap its benefits, you need to claim the corresponding region, return to the resource location, and claim it for 15 BP. Okay. So this is the outskirts that we claimed. Pay 15 build points to claim this resource. We've got lots of loyalty. That's the one we actually need to level up. But I don't suppose it hurts to go ahead and claim it. Did we get it? Okay. There wasn't any kind of confirmation that we had actually clicked on that. Okay. I guess you don't actually enter these and do anything. It's just a click. So let's head this way and maybe check out this Waterlogged Lowland. Amiri is looking for another monster. Maybe there's a monster here that she'd be interested in. Along the way, let's stop at this resource. I just had the thought, like, since we do need to level up our loyalty, I wonder if adding to it is an issue. So we can get to this screen from out in the world. We've met an artisan. Was that the storyteller elf in our throne room or someone else? Oh, maybe they're talking about Bakken. An artisan with a workshop receives payment from the treasury. So, yeah, I think that must be talking about Bakken. got a thing here on our advisors. Is that just because we need a treasurer? Curses? Now that the undead engineer's curse has been lifted, it might be prudent to study it and be more prepared next time. Is that Mr. Nettle? Yeah, okay. So we can research what was going on with him. So I assume, like, takes 45 days to solve. If we were to take this on, then that 45 days just starts ticking by. It's not like we can go do other stuff while that's happening. We're locked into that. At least that's the way it seemed with the one other project we did. And we need to rank up our loyalty. I just wanted to see. Okay. Okay, so I think we were at 21 and now we're at 22 since we added that little resource up there. So we can still add to this even though it needs to be leveled up, it looks like. Let's keep heading down here towards this waterlogged lowland. I don't see a route to it. Maybe it's down here. Oh, we got it.
Would be nice.
I was just about to say somebody's going to be tired. I guess maybe it'd be better to camp before we go in there. We do need to look now. We don't have Octavia anymore. She was doing the camouflage, I think. Which could be a problem. Where can we see? Okay, so she could help with the watch, basically. We're going to be really lacking in this area. Lindsay could actually help there. She's also our best cook, though. That's unfortunate. I suppose probably more concerned about this, but that means somebody besides her is going to need some knowledge of the world if this is going to be our group. -2, we're not a good cook apparently. And she's really the only one. Man. I guess we have to decide how worried we are about our camp being found as opposed to cooking a decent meal. The bonus from this is nothing. Either our saving throw bonus or movement speed. She's -5 on the camouflage. I mean, I guess we can put us and the camouflage. And keep Lindsay cooking. And add Jaethel to the watch. It seems like, so the camouflage and the watch would sort of go together. Camouflage makes a roll against the area DC to determine the outcome. Versus so this is more avoiding a surprise attack, and this is avoiding an attack at all. But I don't think Hariam wasn't any better over here, was he? No. Okay, well, I guess we'll do this for now. I suppose if we could, we're probably going to keep putting stealth into Lindsay, so somebody else might have to go into some knowledge of the world. Let's use some rations.
A pint of beer would be nice. Or a barrel. Or better, too. And hit the pillow.
The beer will have to wait till we get back. But the pillow doesn't have to.
Camouflage failed. Cooking failed, too. Okay. Failure all around. We didn't get attacked, though. Okay, now let's check out this Reverine Rise. Reverine. It's kind of cool to be checking out a new area. Looks like it's not a large space. Large water elemental. Okay. That might be interesting.
No stopping now.
Time for fun.
That didn't quite work. That's okay. I'm guessing arrows aren't going to do much against this. Level 8 Outsider. Interesting. It has 5 damage reduction with no exceptions, or we just don't know what they are. Immunities, poison, stun, critical hits, and precision damage. Well, let's... I've usually put on competence as opposed to courage, but... this is a little more defensive, I guess. As opposed to a little bit of help with our offense. Let's put on some courage. We'll see what this thing's gonna do. Okay, and Jaethel, you can head out here in front. Let's go ahead and try this stunning barrier too. Okay, that hurt a bit. I mean, I think using this false life, as long as we've got it, makes sense. And then let's move up here a bit. Ragongar. Oh yeah, he gets bark skin from something he's wearing. I can't remember if it was armor. Might as well go ahead and use it. I feel like I save these things, but we usually end up needing to camp or rest anyway. Oh, he can actually put that on someone else. Put that on Jathal. We end up having to rest and restore our spells anyway, so might as well use them. I don't think I need to be quite as conservative with those. Go ahead and get rage on and get in here and attack. Or do we? Like, if she moves up here and attacks, is he gonna switch aggro then to Amiri instead of Jathal? Try to get up, sort of flanking it. Probably should have moved Jathal closer when it was her turn. Now I need to do some planning and looking at how, if and how Harem can heal Jathal. I remember healing her with something. I don't remember if it was a spell that Harem had, or maybe he just had a scroll on him, like inflict wounds or something. But I wonder if this would actually heal her. Channel positive energy. Damage is undead creatures, so it would probably hurt her. Thought he had something that I don't know what I'm remembering. Must have been a scroll or something. He may need to take like some of those inflict wounds spells. Let's go ahead and bless everybody. Maybe just move up here slightly. She probably can't get close enough to put blur on. No. Let's move up here. Could try to scream. Oh, that did 9 damage. She should be able to heal herself with these. That's probably the best use for those. This is gonna take, this divine favor would take her whole turn. Let's go ahead and just move in here. Okay, now we can get you up here. Maybe try blindness. Didn't say not immune to that specifically. Okay, then Regongar, let's try to hit this flank over here. Speaking of flanking, I'm not sure if there's an indication of that. Is that the green dashed line? Does that mean we are flanking? And the red, I thought that just showed like attacks of opportunity. Guess we could try Shocking Grasp. Oh, it's apparently not gonna work on that. I'm kind of surprised our physical weapons can't even hit this thing, but I'm not gonna complain.
Repent.
Get some blur going on Jathal. Guessing this isn't gonna, well, it's not immune to, it's just immune to sleep, paralyzed, and stunned. So it may be able to, we might be able to use fear on it. Just go ahead and use it. Okay, yeah, that worked. Got our magic missiles now too. Frigid touch. Can we freeze this water elemental?
Your life ebbs low.
Serves you right.
I was gonna look. I doubt if she can use it, but I wondered about the bow that we got from the Stag Lord. If that is anything Lindsay could use. It's probably too big for her.
Wretched things.
Die!
There we go. That's one water elemental taken care of. Now, see if there's... Oh, we've got... Is this a cave or something we can go in? I guess not. It looks like it, but... I guess maybe that's it for this area. Can't go in there.
You have my attention.
She does need a little bit of healing. Looks like that's it.
March on.
Okay. I'm sure there's more new stuff we haven't found yet. Let's stop by this excavation site. I wonder how we get to this waterlogged lowland. Unless there's another route from over here. Okay, let's claim this culture. Guess let's go back this way. Huh. Click on it. Can we? No. Oh, there. Okay. We walked across the heath for a long time, yet no sight sprang up before our eyes. By turns, we discovered a verdant lowland with several near-about springs streaming down behind another hillside. And then, in the distance, in the center of the lowland among the bush, there stood a single dry tree, a true giant. Its magnificent outline resembled an animal's paw clawing at the sky. But what was truly remarkable, the flat landscape was dotted by mysterious dark humps. They were piled about the height of a man and scattered around in abundance. And we determined that we should explore the lowland. The further we trekked, the softer the land became. Step by step, heath grass gave way to moss, low-growing shrubs and ferns, and then sloshy puddles of stinky swamp water. Ugh. The muddy ground sucked at our feet, and soon our party was jumping from hassock to hassock. Finally, we reached the first group of mysterious humps and learned they were no mere hills but dugout dwellings. Did we get to Hobbiton? We moved with great care towards the center of the lowland, and there the real swamp began. On the way toward the mysterious giant tree, we saw the foggy outline of another hut. This one much bigger and surrounded by small clay statues. Yeah, let's take a look around at these dwellings. Inside, the dugouts were frowsy. What is frowsy and dark? I've never heard that word before. Frowsy and dark. Darker than holes and filled with absolute desolation. There were no windows in these mud walls, no furniture or other homely items, except for the odd piece of tattered wicker. But every dwelling had a large hollow dug right in the center of the dirt floor, like a fire pit, but taking up the greater part of the space. They were filled with standing water and reeked beyond description. We moved with great care towards the center of the lowland, and there the real swamp began. On the way toward the mysterious giant tree, we saw the foggy outline of another hut, this one much bigger and surrounded by small clay statues. Let's do this. Standing one behind another and tied together with a rope, we continued on our journey. We walked slowly, carefully choosing our way, keeping to drier ground as much as possible. But the further we went, the more difficult it became, and soon we were wading waist deep through the cattails. Frogs croaked loudly as we peered anxiously into the cloudy water, struggling to make out what shadows flitted along the bottom. We often stumbled and lost our balance, but our trusty rope and the aid of our friends saved us from being lost to the bog. So we used that rope that we had. I guess maybe that's why we had that option to begin with. The insatiable bog. What do we got here? Little Care Bears or something? The insatiable bog gurgled hungrily after us, but we didn't look back. Sodden and weary, we finally made it back to solid ground, and a palace of sorts rose before our eyes. A spacious hut made of mud like the rest, but decorated with pebbles, bones, cattail spikes, and snail shells. In front of the palace was a wide and shallow reservoir. Its green water reflected the leaves of huge ferns and primitive clay figurines. The buzzing of gnats was nearly deafening. We were not far to the center of the swamp, and a firm and steady path led there through the thick bushes. At its end, that tall, dry tree stretched mightily upwards, clawing at the firmament. So these are little clay figures. Let's examine the clay figurines, trying to fathom who they might portray. Goggle eyes, flat heads with no necks, ears or chins. No necks, ears or chins, ugly long legs unnaturally bent. These sculptures could only be the work of boggards. Primitive, cruel boggard tribes had inhabited the swamps of Garund and Avestan since the olden days. Pitiless to others and to each other, they were led by the darker instincts of their insane priest kings. They are known to grow young fry in the pools inside the houses. So the holes in their huts are where they grow their young. The buzzing of gnats was nearly deafening. We were not far to the center of the swamp, and a firm and steady path led there through the thick bushes. At its end, that tall, dry tree stretched mightily upwards, clawing at the firmament. And we peeked inside the hut. The palace. So, okay. I noticed this didn't change that time. It's kind of weird how it adds the new text above the old text. The palace was twice the height of other huts, and its entrance was wide enough that three could walk abreast. The walls were decorated. An unknown builder had scratched drawings in the clay while it was still wet. The faded scrawl depicted huge amphibians devouring smaller figures, some frog-headed, others not. 3 of the 4 rooms boasted large holes filled with water, just like the other dwellings, though here there were steps descending into them, cut into the dirt. In the furthest room, we found equipment decorating the walls: leather armor, spears, clubs. To our surprise, a number of items were well preserved. The hut was clearly deserted, so we felt no shame in taking some of it with us. Got a short sword, leather armor, and some gold. And we moved forward, seeing we'd drawn so near our goal. It was ever so lovely to walk once again along the well-trodden path. Our soaked clothes imagined being dry, and our mood at once lifted. The bushes that bordered the path seemed to wave at us amiably, with their juicy green leaves and shiny bright red berries. A fresh wind puffed away the rotten smell, and it finally felt like the swamp might be nearly behind us. But then the wind stopped blowing, and the thorny branches continued to move, and we heard a loud shout. Ragongar, who was watching our rear, pointed to a surging... Now... Okay, Ragongar was looking out from behind. Watching our rear, just that... I don't know. He would be doing that. Ragongar pointed to a surging, crawling wall of green, filling in the path behind us. The surrounding thicket was coming to life. Its branches reached out with a soft swishing sound. Drops of sap oozed from their thorns, gleaming in the emerald dusk. The path was disappearing. There was no way back, and the clear space ahead was closing. Well, let's see if our mobility can get us out of this. We ran forward as fast as our legs could carry us, flying towards the closing passage. As any experienced traveler can tell you, sometimes you walk and sometimes you run. The branches snatched at our backpacks and clothes, and the sprouts tangled at our feet, but we slipped to their grasp, and we were too quick. Cool. I like these little storybook things. Finally, after what seemed an endless trek, we came upon the gigantic dry tree that had so intrigued us from the beginning. Lo and behold, we saw an idol cut in its trunk, a huge, horned, three-eyed toad. Its googly eyes made it look both cruel and dumb, almost idiotic. Its muzzle hung half open, sharp-toothed with several hanging tongues. Deep brown streaks oozed from the corners of its mouth. We tried to glean what sort of idol it might be. There could be no doubt this was Gogunta, master of the great swamp in the demon abyss. But what is this? While we were examining the idol, a large, bright blue dragonfly came out of a hollow in the tree and sat invitingly on the very tip of one of our noses. It was so remarkably strange it didn't react to our movements and seemed quite content to remain where it sat. Gogunta is a demon lord of fated swamps and serves as the sole goddess of the swamp-dwelling boggards. Gogunta appears as a frog with many heads and even more eyes and tongues. Gross. Boggards portray her as a huge queen of their kind. The Abyss is a plane in the outer sphere dedicated to the rule of evil unfettered by law. It is accessible through huge rents in the maelstrom, opening into fiendish depths vast beyond imagining. The Abyss is possessed of many layers strung together by the river Styx. Its inhabitants are demons, its rulers demon lords, who wrested control of the plane eons ago from the primordial Klipoth? Sure, why not? Suddenly, Modus Deo grabbed the dragonfly and held it in front of his mouth. Oh gods, did he just decide to eat it? I heard a wet crunch and I winced before I could look. I turned around hearing a faint cry. Deo had turned white and started to collapse. We barely had time to catch him. After returning to life in a few hours, he told us amazing things. It turns out that Boggard's priests ate blue dragonflies to fall into hypnotic trances, where they could hear the will of the goddess, the demon lord Gogunta, the creator all of Boggard kind. In his dream, Deo saw ancient times, how the Boggards built their settlements, how they raided the neighbors and enslaved their children, how they held bloody rituals to honor bloated amphibian monsters, the roar of their laughter throughout the dark centuries. And he saw a priest bury a stash of plundered jewelry in his hut, rather than offering it to his cruel goddess. In return, the wrathful Gogunta set a horrible plague upon his tribe, and that priest would be their last. We turned around to leave the abominable swamp. The flesh-eating bush grew quiet and gave away. On the journey back, we were sure to look inside the priest's hut and dig out the treasure that had once wiped out his entire tribe. Did we already pick up that treasure, or is this going to be more? Is that the same hut we already got some stuff from? Got an emerald. Cool. Okay. And that still shows that we haven't been to that area. There's nothing of interest left. Okay. Cool. I think I want to kind of gradually make my way back toward Tuskdale. Let's maybe take a little bit different route if we can. Let's go around here along the river.
Resting would be nice, don't you think?
Ratnook Hill. Okay, let's make camp. Guess we'll try this again.
What will your end of times look like, Harem? You'll hardly live to see it, and I'd like to know what to prepare for.
So much arrogance in your words, so much smugness. Do you wish to live forever? Grotus laughs at your plans, for they might be cut short in a day, in an hour, or the very next moment.
Is that gonna fail? That's gonna fail every time. Lindsay is still, I mean, she was able to cook before. I haven't noticed yet if Jathel gets tired. I don't remember last time. Ratnook Hill. Oh, I was waiting for something to happen. We were just off screen. It's a little bit bigger area. Let's check this out to the right here first.
It is done.
How curious.
Okay, and we've got our first trap here with no Octavia. Is Lindsay going to be able to get that?
Applause, please.
Follow me.
What's that?
Got another trap and a body.
What a surprise.
I failed. I'm sorry.
Try this one.
It's just not my
Oh.
lucky day.
Jeez.
Adventure.
That's going to be a problem. If we're going to have to work on her trickery. Get yourself healed up a bit. Try this one again.
Anything else?
Okay. We got a coin for storyteller. I don't think he had another name. Anything else up here? It's like kind of like, oh, we got an entrance over here. Okay.
How curious.
I failed.
Ugh.
I'm sorry.
This is a problem.
I failed. I'm sorry. What troubles you?
Well, I'm already missing Octavia a bit. But maybe we can get her trickery going better.
You see that?
It's just not my lucky day. Anything is possible. Just letting the ink dry.
Let's go in here and use a couple of these. Okay, so we can go inside here, but let's hold on that.
What's that thing?
So maybe we don't have to
No stopping now.
take care of that one. So
What a
this just
surprise.
wrap around. Looks like that just goes back down there. Unless we can go up that way. Okay, let's see if we can do this one, Lindsay.
Applause, please.
Good job.
Onwards.
Guess can't go that way. Oh. So they don't avoid the traps. Even though they can see them.
How curious.
March on.
Back up here.
I failed. I'm sorry.
So she said she triggered it. Did that trigger an alarm or something inside? Guess we'll find out.
Who will prevail? Does it matter?
Wererat. Put that on. So those are part of the same pool, apparently. So we do need to pay attention to that. I forgot we put on this flaming weapon. It looks like that just is a toggle that stays on. We also have arcane weapon, shock and frost, and keen. Keen property doubles the threat range of a weapon. That's interesting. Threat range, as in it doesn't need to be as close to attack, or is that something different? Oh, we also have this arcane strike. Let's just try that to see what it does. Oh, was that it? Oh, we already used mirror image. That's why we can't attack. She's Bane. Aram, let's get Ragongar healed up. So I wonder if, since we triggered that trap, that's why they got us here right at the entrance. Oh, ouch. You guys throwing fireballs. What was that actually called? Explosive bomb. Well, let's see if we could scare these guys to give us a little bit of breathing room here. So he's shaken. It didn't even affect the others. Courage or competence? Let's do courage again. I haven't tried her dazzling display yet. Might as well.
Bring it!
I can't tell if that did anything.
Bleed for me.
Judgment is a swift action. Might as well put that on. And our stunning barrier. Let's see. Arim. Actually, Bone Shaker, this guy. Nice. Wonder if that would heal Jethel. Might have to experiment with that sometime. Jeez, how many attacks did he get? 4? Wow. Alright, we have not done much to them at all. Let's get this on. Lindsay could try to grease him up. Or put him to sleep. Or do we need some healing? Can't hit all 3 with that. Let's see if we can do anything to this guy.
them apart!
Let's use our shocking grasp. Oh, you can't use a potion after that. Jathel's, I feel like, sort of standing here in the middle, doing not much while they attack everybody else. Let's get on this guy. Jeez. Come on. That was 5 attacks. What are they? Can't tell what level these are. Level 8. Well, that could be why we're having a little difficulty. He actually has a inflict wounds scroll that he might be able to use. Could try to scare him again. Or just get some damage out. Hypnotism. I mean, any of these would be nice if they would hit. Got that one. Oh, is that just... That's all enemies in a 30-foot burst. Didn't seem to even register on these. Oh, we better do some healing. Got some damage reduction. Let's put on bark skin.
Fear me.
Alright, Jathal. Try Bane again. Did we even fail to get this put on because of attack of opportunity? Or stunning barrier? Maybe she just needs to heal herself. Jeez. Just keeps on going. Well, that guy throws bombs from back there. Don't like how this is going. Try to scare again. Be really nice to get a couple of these guys out of the action for a bit. There we go. We got one of them, at least. Amiri is just getting pounded over here. There's a little bit of damage. They've got a lot of health. Let's try our shocking grasp again. I feel like she better heal again. We're running out of healing for her. That is something we're really gonna have to figure out.
What a waste.
Here's... Oh, I thought I was gonna... Yeah. Alright, people. Oh. Got 2 HP for that potion. Tempted to try the scare again to get another one of them. Maybe we could hit that one with blindness. We're not in a good position for using fire or anything. Could do the magic missile. Let's see if we can blind this guy. Nope. I don't think I want to grease there. We better heal.
Bring it.
Really need some hits on these guys. We may need to put mirror image back on. If we sent Jathal out here, would he maybe at least keep that one from throwing the bombs at us, hitting everybody? It's 5 attacks. Yeah, that one's just gonna keep throwing him. Doesn't care that there's somebody right in his face. Yeah, now we're not close enough to use this on Jathal. I think I'm gonna try the big group scare again. Maybe we can get this one running. No. These two seem stronger than this guy. For some reason. Just noticed he has a heal there in the menu.
Tear them apart!
We really need to put out some damage. This is just gonna not end well. We just can't hit these guys. So we got one of them out of commission for a little bit. Maybe we use this scroll, I guess. See if that'll give us a little bit of advantage. Let's bless.
Won't kill me! This body holds no more!
He can do you want the magic missiles or try to get out there with some fire? Kind of want to see what a little bit of fire does against these, since our weapons aren't doing much. Nothing. This is starting to look like it's gonna be a failure. We're gonna run out of healing. We're just not able to put out enough damage. Any damage, really. We don't have our weapon enhancement on him. Let's get you up here, help with this guy.
Unworthy.
Just nothing's landing. I think they're just too far above us. This is where I never know, like, maybe I just need to reload, because you can see where this is heading. I don't want to waste people's time watching something we know is gonna fail. There's some damage finally. We still like 2/3 health. Got one more little heal here we can use. She finally hit. It's like his blur or whatever's run off. We've got two of them sort of down. This guy will stay afraid for a while. Looks like that just wore off, maybe. Jathel's about done.
Wretched things.
We don't have a way to heal her either. Give her 1 temporary hit point. I don't think anything else we have is going to do it. See if we can get Touch of Chaos put on this one. Of course, it gets the attack of opportunity.
Ouch! Could be worse, and will be. Definitely will be.
This can't be over.
So is this where, like, we have death's door turned on, and this is the first time somebody's died? She didn't disappear from here, so I guess she's okay, and we'll get back up if we finish this fight. That one's actually pretty low. I don't know if we've tried magic missiles yet. Maybe we could finish this one off. I hate that when it gives no feedback. Oh, it's immune. Okay.
Bring it!
Just nothing. Should we try this potion of aid? Gives her some temporary HP. It'd be really nice to get a big hit from him right now.
Die for me.
That one's still scared, which is good. Can we heal ourselves without getting an attack of opportunity? Actually thinking about maybe vanishing him too.
Grotus, hide me from their sight.
Let's move back a little bit here.
This won't kill me.
Won't give up.
Lie down for a moment.
Okay, well, we know we can't use the magic missiles. Let's try the fire again. Good.
You deserved it.
Tear them apart!
And we got two really low here. But we are hurting. Amiri might be going down. We really need something from you here, Ragongar.
Bleed for me.
Nice. He comes through when we need him. Okay, well that makes me feel slightly better about our chances here.
Breathe. Repent!
Oh, right.
Oh, man, he did just enough
I always survive.
to bring her down. Crap. Well, we know we can do some damage with fire. Ah. Try to daze. They're too high level for that.
Any last wishes?
We need you again, Ragongar. Get over here.
Fear me. Let's see what your entrails look like.
Oh, so close. It must be down to 1 or 2 HP. Don't like that. I don't need him back here.
Your life ebbs low.
The weak suffer.
17, 15, 17. Okay, so what's the difference here? Dies. Ragongar dies. Why is he all red? And she's not. Well, I guess we'll see what happens if we even get through this. Can we scare this one again? Yes. Alright, Lindsay, you gotta hit with the crossbow here.
This is where I step in.
What a waste.
Can it be?
We got two that are blood. Is it because they're down to 20? These two are still just considered unconscious, I guess. And these two are dead or at death's door.
Serves you right.
Even if we kill this one over here, that guy's just gonna destroy us when he comes back.
Protect me, please. What a miserable last chapter.
Doesn't really work when they get 5 attacks every time to our 1.
Repent.
His damage is reduced to 0.
Could be worse. Lost.
Okay. Well, I think we learned we're probably not ready for this area. That's going to keep attacking us while we're down till we're dead.
I always survive.
Charge!
What the? So it just brings us, gets us all back up here. What in the world? Okay, well, let's... I guess we see what this means. I thought it was just going to be a game over. Time to reload. Apparently we get another opportunity here.
Despicable.
Nobody really has anything left to use.
You deserved it.
This is sort of an interesting turn of events. I guess we see what happens. I mean, it must be the Death's Door option that we turned on. Gives us another chance here to die again. They're just gonna infinitely keep resurrecting us.
This body holds no more.
Comes.
Oh, okay. So we were at Death's Door, got back up, and now we're dead for real. Now he's actually dead. Okay.
Advance.
That makes sense.
Any last wishes?
They go down!
I think the game just wanted to watch us flail around and die again.
I won't give up.
We'll survive.
That one's been on like 2 HP forever and has killed like 5 of us.
Unworthy.
This is where I step in.
What a waste.
Can it be the end?
This can't be over.
So they're just unconscious now. Not that we can do anything about it.
Serves you right.
Become as dust.
What a miserable last chapter.
Just finishes off. So these 3 getting back up for more punishment.
Can it be the end?
There we go. Okay. Well, I get that now, but didn't really do us any good there, other than prolonging the inevitable. All right. Well, we obviously are. I don't think we're quite ready to handle that. Probably close, but... And maybe if we wouldn't have triggered that trap here, I don't know. Okay. Well, it's fun to be back out here doing some stuff. Exploring, and combat is really fun, even if it's difficult. Anyway, I appreciate you being here and watching, and I hope to see you again another time. Thanks a lot. Bye-bye.